founded in 2020. And this is something new for us. The Game Awards is teaming up with Dreamhaven to give you a look at all these incredible new titles, including the global reveal of the new game from Moonshot Games, which is part of Dreamhaven, and it's a very exciting game. I've been waiting to show you for a while. That's coming up in a little bit. Now, even if you aren't familiar with the Dreamhaven name, I am sure you are familiar with some of the people behind the company. And joining me now is the co-founder of Dreamhaven, who's also, of course, the co-founder and former CEO of Blizzard Entertainment, Mike Morhaime. Mike, good to see you.
Hi, Jeff. Great to be here with you.
Let me ask you, why did you want to start Dreamhaven in the first place?
Well, when I left Blizzard, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. And so my wife, Amy, and I spent a bunch of time just...
In the first place.
Well, when I left Blizzard, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. And so my wife, Amy, and I spent a bunch of time just talking to people and brainstorming ideas. And we got to talking with a lot of folks that we loved working with in the past. They were also thinking about what they wanted to do next. And the idea of what if we joined forces to try to create something really special, a place where game developers and creators could focus on making things that were really passionate and excited to make, an environment where people could do their best work, and really a goal of trying to create games that brought people together in positive ways and really just support them in doing their best work.
You mentioned internal teams, so people are probably wondering, like, well, how big is this company? What's the, is it a full-scale publisher, developer? Like, what can you tell us about the size and scope of Dreamhaven?
Yeah, so we have two internal teams, Moonshot Games and Secret Door. We also are building a central team that will help publish these games and bring them to players around the world. We have also formed relationships with a number of independent developers, and we provide them guidance and advice, and some of those relationships have actually grown to be even deeper, where Dreamhaven will end up being the publisher of those games.
All right, well, let's get into some of the games and show people some gameplay.
Awesome.
First up is Sunderfolk. It is a board game-inspired RPG that you can play solo or with friends. It's kind of a whole new genre for games, and it sounds like the perfect couch co-op game.
Lots of us at Dreamhaven, and especially Secret Door, love board games and tabletop RPGs. Some of us have been playing them for decades with our friends, and now we're getting to introduce the magic to our families. The team at Secret Door wanted to come up with a way to capture the magic of game night while also seeing if they could do some things to make it more accessible to more people.
All right, so you're digitizing the experience in a lot of ways, but maintaining some of the magic of that in-person experience. And, you know, it's just such a great environment.
Sunderfolk really is a love letter to the genre, just with a twist. The team took the approach of putting the game board on a shared screen, TV or monitor, and putting your character's actions and sheet, or in this case, cards and abilities and even the rules of the game on a mobile device.
It is really cool to have that two-screen experience, and now let's take a look at how it all comes together.
Deep below ground, in the dark and fathomless Sunderlands, hope persists in the animal village of Arden, your home. For many seasons, the Life Tree has protected Arden, but all is not well in the Sunderlands. The Sunderfolk of your village look to you, the guardians of this town, for aid. Carry the seed of hope close, and forge ahead into darkness in search of answers.
I'll ruin you and your whole sun-cursed village!
Oh, heroes, I am afraid the ogres were just the beginning.
You know what they say, a monster a day keeps the, monsters away.
Oh dear, Shadowstone everywhere. The corruption is so powerful.
So, Arden has protected. Disappointing.
You will test your resolve, face unfathomable threats, find camaraderie, and employ impeccable strategy. But your adventure's just getting started. And like any good adventure, this one is best shared.
So not only is Thunderfolk coming out on April 23rd, you also have a first look demo that is available on GeForce Now today.
That's right. The demo includes all of Thunderfolk's playable characters and game features, as well as the first few missions.
Okay, great. Well, I'm looking forward to checking that out. And now we're going to move on to another game we actually announced last year at Gamescom Opening Night Live, even though people didn't know it was tied to Dreamhaven at the time. And we are talking, of course, about Linked Banner of the Spark.
Yep, we're publishing Linked Banner of the Spark from a fantastic indie developer called FuzzyBot.
For those of you that aren't familiar with Linked, it is probably the most charming robot apocalypse game out there. It's a lighthearted action game, but it also has town building elements in it. It's chaotic and cozy in all the right ways.
Linked has a small and devoted community, and FuzzyBot has been adding a ton of new content over the last few months, and they're still planning on more.
Check out this latest video for Linked that shows off the world and gameplay. That was Linked, and I am very excited to build my Fish and Bot Friend collection as soon as it's out.
Well, you'll be able to play on consoles soon, and for our Steam Early Access players, you can enjoy the brand new content patch today.
All right, well, we've covered a lot of great stuff today, and the reveal of the Moonshot game is coming up in just a minute. But before then, we have one more game to cover. And I hear this is a game that you actually heard about from players in the StarCraft community. Is that right, Mike?
Yeah, one of my friends recommended that I check out this small indie game that launched last September. And after trying the game, I just fell in love with it. And through a stroke of luck, we had the chance to become their publisher. And well, it probably won't surprise you why we love it so much.
All right, well, let's take a look at the trailer for Mechabellum. Mechabellum is a turn-based auto battler, and it still has some strong RTS vibes, though, right?
That's right. I think that it scratches the RTS itch without the high APM requirement, which is why I love it so much. And the developer Game River has been constantly updating it. We not only fell in love with Mechabellum, but also the team and its community, and are super excited about being part of it.
And since it's on Steam now, I guess, right? 'Cause it came out in September, so people can pick it up today if they want to check it out.
Absolutely. You can pick up the base game or the premium edition, which launches today. And those who want to try before they buy can participate in the free play weekend that is starting on April 4th.
All right, well, we've seen 3 games today, but we do have one more for everyone, and this is something really special, a global reveal. Last summer, I got to come down here and do a playtest of this title. We really wanted to show it at the Game Awards, but it wasn't quite ready. Mike, this is the first title from Moonshot Games?
Yes, and as much as I would love to tell you about the game, I think it's best if you hear from the Moonshot team.
Hi, I'm Jason Chase, studio head at Moonshot.
And I'm Dustin Broder, game director at Moonshot. Now, imagine a dangerous place at the edge of the galaxy, outside the law, called the Typhon Reach. It's like a cosmic scale Bermuda Triangle with cosmic storms, quantum meteors, and treacherous monsters, all guarding the most prized objects in the universe, the ancient artifacts of the primes.
And this is where you come in. We need you to assemble your crew, choose your starship, and risk it all in a chaotic adventure where the only plan is the one you make up as you go.
Let's see what lies in the most dangerous corner of the galaxy.
Welcome to the Reach, a vast realm of discovery and brutal explosions. But hey, I'm sure you'll be fine. Now, you're gonna need a tough team.
Time to break something. Hello, Luke.
And an even tougher ship.
Quality upgrade.
Keep her flying, and you'll find wonders beyond your wildest dreams.
Oh, yeah.
Wildgate open.
Or the other crews will blast you and take your loot. That's a distinct possibility.
The artifact is getting away.
So get ready.
Blast 'em!
When your airtight plan goes out the airlock,
Into the fray.
improvise. Use your turrets.
Stealing their stuff.
Hell, use their turrets. Traps, tractor beams, big red buttons.
Overloaded their reactor.
Because the Reach gives,
Resources in. Coming in hot.
and the Reach takes.
Damage! Major damage!
Can't promise fame and fortune here,
Mine layer here!
or that you'll even make it back.
Get to the gate. Go, go, go,
But
go.
I can promise this.
That's my artifact.
It's gonna be one hell of a story.
Wildgate is a crew-based shooter that takes place in the far reaches of space, where 20 players across 5 ships face off to secure the valuable artifact and escape.
Or you can choose violence and opt for an elimination win, working together with your fellow prospectors to destroy every other rival crew in the Reach through ship versus ship combat.
And even if combat isn't your thing, there's tons to do and discover, as you and your crew will need to scout out and claim resources, as well as your path out of the Reach through a nearby Wildgate.
With the other 4 ships all trying to do the same, you can expect to face some pretty intense matches. And space crimes. Lots of space crimes. The Reach is ever changing, and the map layout for each game is procedurally generated, so no 2 games will play the same.
Over the last year, we've had the privilege to host some small tests behind closed doors, and we're now ready to kick off our very first public playtest in the next few weeks. Sign up on our website for a chance to join us.
Thanks so much for watching. But before we go, let's take an even deeper look into the Reach.
I want to tell you about a place called the Typhon Reach. It's not for the faint of heart, but it's where legends are made. Legends like the Gamma Gang. They did a smash and grab on the artifact like nobody's ever seen. But first, let's back up. How'd they even make it this far? When you're in the Reach, you're after one thing: the artifact. The most valuable object in the known universe. And if you're brave or stupid enough to go after it, you won't be alone. Be the first crew to find it, snatch it, and pass through the Wild Gate, or be the last crew left standing. It all starts with your ship. Whether you're mining asteroids, scanning for loot, or battling borders, the right ship isn't just a choice. It's your edge in the fight to stay alive. You could go big with the Bastion, packed full of gadgets and guns, but they'll see you coming a light year away. Or go small with a Hunter. Just don't get caught, 'cause those shields will not last. Remember, your ship is your lifeline. You lose your ride, it's mission over. Your crew, on the other hand, can handle whatever the Reach throws at them. Armed with the right weapons, tools, and special skills, it's all hands on deck. That's one thing the Gamma Gang understood. It's not about sticking to one job. It's about supporting your crew, mining for resources, keeping the engines running, putting out fires. Every crew member counts. Because when things start to heat up, it's either you or them. The Reach is a living, breathing death trap. Cosmic storms, Reach leeches, lava asteroids, and space mines. To get a handle on what's out there, you're gonna need to scout ahead. Probes are your best bet to map the area. Locate hazards, supplies, and hidden treasures. It's also how the Gamma Gang stayed one step ahead of the other crews. Fuel and ice. Without them, the job gets a lot tougher. If your reactor overheats, you'd better have ice on hand to cool it down. And fuel gives your ship the extra boost it needs for a quick getaway. Running out won't leave you stranded, but trust me, without it, you're as good as Reach dust. If you want to pull this off, you'll need the best loot you can find. All over the Reach are lost caches of cutting-edge ship upgrades, powerful weapons, and gear that gives you the upper hand. But do not get cocky. The better the goods, the tougher they'll be to grab. This place is teeming with vicious little surprises. Grab what you can and make it quick, because those other prospectors could crash the party at any moment. Which reminds me, watch your back, because those rival squads will try to board your ship. Keep your guns loaded, your multi-tools ready to repair. They'll do everything they can to try to sabotage you. Don't let them. Now, back to the big score. The artifact. You never know where it'll pop up, or what kinds of hell you'll have to go through to get it. Many prospectors went in that day, but only the Gamma Gang came out. But it wasn't over yet. They made a mad dash for the Wild Gate, and the other crews were hot on their tail. Which brings us back to here. Now, the Gamma Gang did make it to the Wild Gate, but I never said they made it through. They had the guns, the fuel, the upgrades. The plan was perfect. Or so they thought. Because there was one thing they didn't expect. Me. That's the Reach, kid. I didn't play fair. And you don't have to either. Because out here, the only plan that counts is the one you make up on the fly.
I hope all you guys are excited as I am about Wildgate. I cannot wait to jump in more and do, as Dustin said, some space crimes, Mike.
You and me both. The Moonshot team put so much care into making sure the world isn't just fun to explore, but that the matches are challenging and in most cases, unpredictably hilarious.
Well, I cannot wait, as I said, for more people to go. And this is really a game you have to play to really get all the excitement inside of it. All right, well, that kind of wraps up the show, but let's recap what we've talked about so far. The Sunderfolk demo is on GeForce Now right now. Mechabellum launches a premium edition today and a free play weekend next month. Linked is currently in Steam Early Access and coming soon to consoles.
And you can sign up for Wildgate's community preview playtests. It's really a more the merrier kind of game, so encourage your friends to sign up too.
And what I love about all the games, Mike, is that you're showing real gameplay on them. I know we had to wait a while to see them, but it's been worth it. And it's clear that, Dreamhaven is kind of not making just one kind of game, a whole bunch of different experiences, but they're all united by the idea of kind of playing together with friends and family.
I couldn't agree more. We're so grateful for your support, Jeff, and for everyone who's followed our journey so far.
Absolutely. I'm excited. This is only chapter 1 for Dreamhaven, and we can't wait to hear more.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all online.
See you later.
Wild gate opens.
Assemble a team!
We stand a chance if we stay united in our efforts.